Okay, let's consider the facts. It's October. Everyone likes Halloween specials. And, honest to God, the only way I could be less original is if I called myself the Angry Nostalgia Gamer. Yeah, I guess I'm doing a Halloween special. So, yeah, there's a Haunted Mansion game. And it's good. Like, really, really good. I don't get it either. So I know what you're all thinking. Really? Not only did they make a Haunted Mansion game, but it's actually good? Are you high? Well, the first question, yeah, they did. And number two, yes, I am. So now that everyone's had time to digest the fact that there's a Haunted Mansion game that doesn't suck donkey balls, I guess I should actually start talking about why it's such a good game. But in order to talk about why it's good, I should really talk about what's bad first so you know what you're getting into. Let's start with the game's absolute weakest point, its story. Or lack thereof in this case. This game has to have one of the absolute best examples of an excuse plot ever. I have only just finished the game a couple days before filming this, and I have only been able to remember 3 main things about the plot. 1, you play as the new caretaker of the mansion. 2, you gotta stop the evil sorcerer who's trapping all the ghosts. And 3, in order to stop him, you are given a magic lantern that turns you into a 19th century Ghostbuster. And that's it. I tried, but I cannot think of anything else about that plot that I remember whatsoever. Next up on my little worst to first countdown is the graphics, which I'm sure, as you've noticed, really aren't that good. They do accomplish getting across the atmosphere, but just look at Zeke. I mean, he looks like he just got his ass handed to him by a roving gang of jackalopes. And trust me, those things are deadly. And to be honest, I found most of the character models to be like this. They look fine, but there's just something off about them. Not off as in, otherworldly or ghostly, just off. Like, there's no way in hell these people were ever human. Though I will admit that the game actually surprised me by having objects that you could actually knock over and destroy, like plates on a table. That actually was a nice little touch. And like I said before, the game actually does manage to keep up a good atmosphere thanks to the graphics. But even then, it only really keeps it up. I can't really name any specific level based on visual style alone. This game may have only one shining moment, but damn, it shines brightly. The gameplay is so unexpectedly polished for a licensed game. I encountered virtually no glitches the entire game. That alone speaks volumes about the effort they put into the gameplay. Back when, all licensed games were glitchy as all hell, even when they were fun to play. I really don't remember encountering any glitches the whole time I played this game. And not only that, but the puzzles in each room that you have to solve are actually clever or just outright fun. There are some frustrating ones. Don't get me wrong, there are those irritating ones like there are in all games. But they are very spread out. In fact, the developers seem to have intentionally paced it so that the irritating ones came very separately. Which is nice, especially considering near the end of the game you just get Zerg rushed by damn near every enemy every single level. And really, the combat's more where the gameplay stumbles a bit. Because the combat really just does boil down to mashing the fire button as fast as humanly possible to hold off the ever-increasing waves of ghosts that attack you, especially those damn floating ones that will not stop and will always hit you from behind. Always! Especially when you think you're finally done with the level and... Okay, I'm getting off track, Calm down, Mike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Not doing that again. Okay. Though probably the most moderately bad problem of this, I can't even call it an extreme problem, is the jumping just feels a little loose. I mean, you don't have to use it a great deal, but it's really frustrating when you have to make a certain jump and you miss by just like inches because you pressed it too soon or too late. The timing window is so damn small on some jumps, it does get really annoying. But really, despite some gameplay faults, it still really does hold up and it is very fun to play. I've played plenty of games that were, yeah, the gameplay's okay, but it has so many problems. This actually manages to have problems, yet not ruin the experience of playing it. Because every time you think the game's getting too frustrating and you just want to quit, then some really fun level comes along that makes you think, yeah, I'm gonna keep playing. Damn, this is fun. 4 hours! It took me 4 hours to film that. Oh, summary time. Despite weak graphics and an almost non-existent story, the gameplay allows the Haunted Mansion to rise far and above what it should have been. Because all it should have been was some little crappy license tie-in that got forgotten in the winds of time. It had no right to be such a fun ride all the way through. While there were some irritating spots, they were almost always redeemed within a level or two. Now, while I would have never recommended this game at full price when it came out, the game is dirt cheap these days. I bought it for like $2 used. So if you can find it, it's very much worth a buy. So there you have it, The Haunted Mansion, quite possibly one of the most underrated licensed games of all time. But next week I think I'm going to do something a bit more bloody. Will you stop licking? Come on. Come on, stop licking. Can't you just sit there for a little while I do this? Can you? No. Oh, no, of course you won't. Why did I let you in here again? Come on. You're done. Pretty sure that spot was clean hours ago. This is what I gotta deal with. A cat that thinks he's a bird.